It is absolutely new bike silly season. We've recently been to the Criterium du Dauphine hoping to spot a new bike or two. Well, we found no fewer than 5. So you've probably already heard about the new Trek and Pinarello Dogma, and if not, then you can find links to those down below. Well, here's 3 more that you might have missed. Let us know which one is your favourite in the comments section below. We'll kick off with the Wilier Vert. Here's me by the side of a road. Well, it's another new bike at the Criterium du Dauphine. This one is a Wilier under Team FDJ. So, what do we know about the new bike? Well, it's not a replacement zero because it says Vert, or Wilier Vert on the UCI sticker. So this looks like it's a completely new frame, although it does look like it's for climbing. So they've got the Phalantra, the white one there, for the aero stages, the flat and rolling stages. And this one is a new climbing machine. So David Gaudu, he'll be using this in the Tour de France, we can only assume. Other than a pretty wacky paint job, what else can we see? Well, actually, Wilier have pointed out some of the details to us. So a 12x142 rear axle, nothing new there. But at the front, it says 10x100. Now, normally you'd have a 12mm diameter through axle and it would be 100mm long. So they've potentially gone for a smaller diameter through axle by Mish, however you say it. That is owned by Wilier, so no surprises there. We've also got an integrated cockpit, which is as to be expected. Most of the riders are now on integrated cockpits. One interesting thing that David Gaudu hasn't done though is gone for tubeless tyres or clinchers like everyone else in the race. These are tubular tyres. They're 25mm thick, which is potentially the thinnest ones we've seen at the race so far. They're on a set of Dura-Ace C50 wheels. The rest of the group set is a Dura-Ace R9200 group set. So you can tell it's the new one because it doesn't have the step in between the top tube and the seat tube. This one is number 9, so you can expect to see at least 9 of them in the Dauphiné riding around. It has got a very slender seat post, and in fact these seat stays are very slight as well. Looks like it's got plenty of tyre clearance, even though he's only using 25mm tyres. It looks like that could easily take a 32 in there, and at the back maybe a 30. So yeah, we can expect it to have like sort of about 30mm of tyre clearance, which, well, they all do these days, don't they? As for a release date, obviously Wilier hasn't said anything official yet, but most brands will release in time for the Tour de France, so that, well, you can see all the best riders riding around it in the biggest race in the world, and then you can actually go and buy one, which obviously for a brand is quite important. They probably hope this sells. So yeah, what do you think of the new bike?
Meanwhile, Canyon has also been cooking up a new bike, and although finding a new aero didn't come as a complete surprise, thanks to Valtteri Bottas riding one around the F1 paddock last week, this is our best look yet at the new aero bike. Now, we should point out that this isn't the same bike that Mathieu van der Poel has been riding around on for the past year or so. That must have been an old version with a modified seat post clamp, as this one has seen loads more changes. Firstly, just like Pinarello has done with the new Dogma, Canyon has made the head tube much deeper, presumably to improve aerodynamics, now that the UCI has relaxed the rules in this area. The existing aero was released back in 2020, so it's coming up to its 4th birthday. When that was released, it wasn't all smooth sailing though. There were issues with both the seat post and the handlebars. Both of these areas have seen some modifications. The seat post clamp is now located inside the main triangle of the frame, with this triangulation between the top tube and seat tube, and the bars appear to be very similar to those that come on the top of the range Canyon Grail that was released earlier this year, albeit without as much flair to the drops. It looks like the ability to change the width of the bars has also been retained. Then there's the seat stay bridge. The seat tube still follows the rear wheel quite closely, like on the previous generation, but where it meets the seat stays is much more infilled. Once again, following themes that we've seen on recent aero bikes such as the Orbea Orca Aero and the BMC T-Machine R, the bottom bracket area has become much more bulbous, and work has been done to try and integrate the chainstay, especially on this non-drive side. From the front view, we can see that there's still plenty of space around these 28mm tyres that Team Movistar are running. The current generation Aero CFR has 30mm of tyre clearance, and it looks as though this one will either have the same or maybe it's been pushed up to 32 mil. That would make it match the latest Ultimate CFR. One thing that does look certain is that Canyon hasn't moved towards a one bike for everything approach like Trek seems to have. That means that we'll likely see Team Movistar and the Alpecin-Koenig team, which weren't on the new bike this weekend, switching between this bike and the Ultimate CFR during this year's Tour de France. Let us know what you think of this one down in the comments below. And finally, we have perhaps the most radical of all the new bikes we spotted. This new Dare being ridden by Team UNOX. Just look at how deep that head tube is. That's surely some kind of record. It also has a super deep fork that kind of reminds me of the one fitted to the Ridden Ultra SLR. And the top tube also kind of rises up to meet the top of the stem. We presume that's for aerodynamics, as the trailing edge of components is of course as important for aerodynamics as the leading edge, or the one hitting the wind. Then there's this VC1 integrated cockpit. Again, this is one of the very deepest that we've ever seen fitted to a road bike. It is huge, and I can't imagine many riders will be able to fit their hands around that when climbing. Not that this is a bike that UNOX will need to use for climbing, they have the VSRU for that. And with the super deep tube profiles, this unreleased one doesn't look like it will be troubling the UCI weight limit. We also noted that the UNOX team were the only team at the Dauphiné to have fitted an oversized pulley wheel system to their bikes. This is the latest Ceramic Speed RS Alpha with solid jockey wheels that Ceramic Speed say are 5 times more durable and reduce chain noise compared to the previous version. If aero is indeed king, then this bike certainly looks the part at least. Let us know whether you like the look of super aero bikes down in the comments below.
So, which one of these new road bikes would you most like in your garage? Let us know in the comments section below. If you haven't already, then you can have a nosy at the mysterious new Trek and us getting told off by INEOS using the links coming up on the screen now. As always, give this video a like if you found it interesting, subscribe to the channel for all the latest bike tech, and we'll see you next time.